Hello and welcome back to the White Pube podcast. I am ZM, that's Zarina Mohammed to you and I. And if you don't know, then the White Pube is a website, thewhitepube.com or .co.uk, where myself and my collaborator Gabrielle de la Puente write about art, video games, food, films, books, all sorts, culture at large, the world, life, whatever it is that is on our hearts and minds on any given Sunday, because we publish a new text every Sunday, obviously on the website in text format, but this podcast is where we put the audio recordings, so you can listen to us, the writers, read our own writing, our own words in our own voices. So that's that, and if you want to read with your eyes and not with your ears, then you know where to find that on the website. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preamble before this week's text because it's quite short, but not too much of a preamble because we've all got better things to be doing on a Sunday, haven't we? E.g. watching the football, which I will not comment on because I am recording this before the football, so I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, we've got better things to be doing with our Sunday, no? But the preamble is that I rent a co-working space on the Strand, and so the review that I've written is of an exhibition that was like literally right outside the front door. It was in my way, in a place that I visit almost every day of the week. So it was nice to encounter art in such a familiar, everyday place. But yeah, I'll get straight to reading. Strand News is on the Strand. I go in there almost every weekday to buy a peanut butter Kit Kat chunky or a can of full fat Coke. The man behind the till has sold me 3 OYSTER cards already this year because I keep losing them. He thinks this is the funniest thing. I like going to Strand News more than I like going to Tesco Express over the road. Tesco has got a very standard selection of meal deal items. I imagine Tesco is the same across the city, across the country. Kinder Bueno, Kit Kat Chunky, Aero, Twix. Tesco has been standardised. It pitches to the middle of the road and the lowest common denominator. Strand News is everywhere and it is nowhere. It has not been standardised just yet. It is a kind of chaos entity. I don't actually call it Strand News, I call it the shop. All newsagents are the shops. I say, I'm going to the shop, do you want anything? They have dark chocolate Kit Kats and peanut butter Kit Kat Chunky. They've got Turkish sesame snack bars, Lay's Magic Masala, Lay's Masala Magic, Cherry Coke, purple Takis, lemon drizzle flavoured elf bars. They sell umbrellas, soleros, postcards, mogu mogu and t-shirts that say I Heart London, little gold statuettes of Big Ben, different sized envelopes. They say they do passport photos. It is nice to have a chaotically wide range of international snacks to choose from. Last month, Strand News hosted an exhibition, a group show. Athen Kardashian and Mhach Durban, Eden Chau-Morrow, Marcus Jefferson and Xooset, all curated by Tom Mouna. So I walked in to get a peanut butter Kit Kat chunky, went past the drinks fridge and the crisps all the way to the back room. I couldn't really tell what was art and what was shop stock. I couldn't really tell whose work was whose. There was no press release, no works list, no information beyond a flyer that was actually just a reel posted on Instagram. Footage from the inside of a different newsagent, colours fried all the way to the max and blue text swirling, lottery OYSTER off licence. The caption said, there's a lot of art in the city, but not much of it feels like it's from the city. 4 cardboard tissue boxes stacked in a neat square, cut out holes in the shape of hearts and a banner across the top saying, especially for you. Greetings cards on a spinning rack, cleared out so only the romantic ones with hearts on are left. The grey bear with the baby blue nose that says, be mine. A gold plastic princess tiara. A sticker of a red flower with a plastic yellow face saying, Merry Christmas. 3 cassette tapes, Selena, Elvis, the Fame soundtrack, and a stack of blue plastic bangles. A multi-pack of locker padlocks with a post-it note that says milk, 3. A blue pinboard with a glass lid sits on a plastic pack of Highland Spring water bottles. Pinned inside, there's a zebra print plastic bag and a poster of Connie Huck wearing a t-shirt that says, "Off Licence." Holographic gift bags in silver, gold, red, green, pink and blue. A sun-bleached framed picture of Elvis, signed. An A3 picture of Rekha backed on cardboard and smothered by a layer of clear sellotape, all crisscrossed together into a woven mass like sticky back plastic. Rekha gestures at her ticker and makes meaningful eye contact. A yellow sticker says 50p. For some reason, there's a pole in the middle of the back room. A long green, yellow, red knitted sock dangles from the fire alarm. Tropical flip-flops, 2-pack of magnetic learner plates and a post-it that reads, "Milk, 2." A pile of onions have been individually cling film wrapped and stacked into a triangle on the magazine rack top shelf. It goes, Vogue, Tatler, Dazed, Bazaar, onions. Victoria's Secret bag picture of a hot pink Juicy Couture tracksuit on a mannequin. Disney Channel era Miley Cyrus with the balayage and beachy waves. Bratz dolls top trumps. Multi-pack of Lay's tomato in a brown cardboard box from the cash and carry. Andrex Kleenex XL, balsam butter leaves shortcake thins. Post-it says, "Much love I leave behind." 3 bottles of hot pink London Girl nail polish. Shabna Azmi, Charlie XCX, Princess Diana. A glossy silver A4 ring binder is propped open and the clippy rings thread through a bunch of plastic key fob labels. They have fancy black joined up handwriting that reads, "Lord, silently I will look. I love, also loves me too." And as I walk past, the floorboards shift and they clatter gently against each other, propped up on a plastic wrapped crate of Rio cans. Lots of foiled, heart-shaped nail stickers in blue, pink, yellow and red, arranged into the shape of an Orm sign. Internet cafe booth with a laminated sign, "Online Indian application," and a chunky square Dell screen and wide keyboard. On the Dell screen, there's a 2-minute video playing and it's a CGI render of a naughty-style figure walking through a messy urban sprawl. I am in the back room of Strand News under the fluorescent lights and suspended ceiling. My arms flung open in a shrug. What is the city? London, capital and heart of a dead empire, so impossible and untrue. Only zones 3 and 4 are real. The rest is a cardboard cowboy town. Like, as soon as you push past the saloon doors, you realise it's just a painted facade. I'm sure the Gherkin is a collective fever dream. Canary Wharf should be an Oxbow Lake by now, but they filled the Isle of Dogs up with concrete so it wouldn't sink into the Thames. The Strand used to be full of traffic, and now the boulevard is tarmacked and painted rainbow colours. I'm screaming at the suspended ceiling. What is a city? Where do cities come from? What goes into them and what comes out? It's just stuff, isn't it? Crisp packets, flyers, wrappers, water bottles, glass bottles, cans, cardboard, flattened and stacked in bin bags. Cities produce so much stuff, endless amounts of crap, and it all just enters the world and exists. It goes on, changing and mutating and existing. My granddad came here from a corner of the empire. He was a bus conductor and then he had a shop just off Goldhawk Road, somewhere near Ravenscourt Park and Shepherd's Bush Market. The shop is now a block of flats. Life and the city and stuff never stops. It is churned out almost continuously, whatever it is. Stuff and bits and crap and things, signs of life. It's all everywhere and it never fucking stops. And I think that's a good thing. Imagine a kind of art that is made like that. Continuous, no edges, always moving and shifting and churning itself inside out, inside out, inside out, like a rotating sphincter, like a doner kebab. None of the works in the back room of Strand News have been made from scratch. Like, none of this has literally been made. Maybe the video on the chunky internet cafe Dell screen, but even then, all these artists are producing work by pulling things out of an existing register. They're taking stuff that exists in and around the city, that speaks about life in the city. They are picking it up at a midpoint in its urban evolutionary life cycle, and they are using this stuff like a sock puppet, making it speak. it doesn't make sense. It's not coherent and it's not language, but it's voice. It sounds like me and you and you. The long sock on the fire alarm, post-it note, milk 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Connie Huck, greetings cards, CGI render of a player walking like he's scrolling through an alleyway. Tunnel walls lined with tags like cartoon bubble writing, red, yellow, green, orange, pink, silver, gold, peanut butter Kit Kat chunky, Mogu Mogu oyster cards, Solero, passport photo, lottery numbers, I Heart London. This city is infinite scroll. Rapid, thoughtless movement. I think it's a good thing. Okay, and that is the text. It is written like a tongue twister. So I'm glad I got through it all in one piece. Thank you. And this show was only on for a couple of days, I think over the weekend. So it's not one of the ones where I can write something and you can go visit. I hope that I have done a good job of conveying what it was, what the feeling of it was, or what it looked like. But if you do want pictures of it, I tried to document it very comprehensively, and take pictures of all the little bits that I'm talking about. So I will normally do leave the link in the show notes, but I do encourage you to go and have a look at the photos, either on the website or on Instagram, so you can get a sense of the vibe, if that doesn't come across in the writing. Anyway, full stop. Okay. That's it. I will leave you to the rest of your Sunday. I'll go away now. But before I do, one last thing, the emoji on the Instagram, please can you drop me, at the end of like travel and whatever, like just before it gets to objects and all the pictures of like all the emojis of like phones and laptops, there's like 4 or 5 squares where it's like a cityscape. And it's like a city at night, a city during the day, a city at sunset or sunrise with like the sun low. One of those, please. Yeah, I'll let you get on with your Sunday. And if you're not watching the England game, I hope you have a lovely Sunday. But if you are watching the England game, I hope all of us have a lovely... I'm not jinxing it, I promise. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, all right, bye. Love you, bye.